and welcome to Chrysalis Chats. My name is Tanya, and like a caterpillar to a butterfly, I help people metamorphosize their lifestyles and diets to be plant-based. I'm pumped to be here with you at the beach today. We are talking about bioremediation. That's right, bioremediation. Now stick with me here because I think you're going to gain a lot of value from this. What is bioremediation? Well, I'm glad you asked. As somebody transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle or diet, or just somebody who's working to incorporate more plants into your everyday life, it's kind of cool to learn about how plants benefit us, not only through food, but through our environment. And so that's my intention throughout this video, to share with you how plants bioremediate. Now, what the hell am I talking about? What does it mean to bioremediate? Well, let's break it down. Bio means what? Like earth, right? Like life, right? So remediation, to remediate, if you hear of a conflict, and then you're going to remediate that situation, you're going to bring it back to a place of stability. You're going to bring it back to a place of healing, right? And so bioremediation means that when our planet is sick from contamination, from pollution, etc., we can bring in plants, and plants can help purify our environment. So there's lots of different ways that you can bioremediate in your life, and I just wanted to kind of share with you how that process actually goes down inside a plant. So when a plant encounters a toxin, what it's going to do is it's going to bring it into its roots first and foremost. So plants, they obviously, they eat through their roots and they breathe through their leaves. They have on the underside of their leaves, we talked about in the last video, lawns, what plants need to survive. They have stomata, and stomata are these little pores, just like pores on your face. Same concept. They have pores at the bottom of their leaves, and that's how they breathe in. So like our lungs and our nose and whatnot, that's the same idea, but it's a plant leaf, okay? But with that said, they breathe through their leaves, so they're going to breathe in toxins and they're going to store it into their roots. But more than likely, they're going to encounter it in the soil, especially if you're using plants to kind of remediate the earth. You hear a lot of brown fields or whatever, and that's where the earth has been so poisoned by all these toxic chemicals from the industrial farming system that we're in, or whatever else has been going on, that we need to heal it. Otherwise, if we don't heal it, nothing grows there. Nothing will grow there. That's like dead earth, and we've essentially killed the earth, right? And so anyway, how can you heal that? You can bioremediate. So if you put a bunch of plants there, they're going to soak up the toxins in the soil through their roots, through the earth that they're planted in, and they store it in their roots. A great example, a fantastic example of this is so many people's favorite flower, the sunflower. You might have heard of it. It's kind of a big deal. So the sunflower is actually incredible for bioremediation. What it does is it attacks lead and other heavy metals that are neurotoxins, toxic to our brain, neurobrain, toxic, right? So they take this lead and they suck it up through their roots and they store it all on the roots. And at the end of the season, what you can do is pull out the sunflower by the roots. Do not shake the soil, because the soil attached to that sunflower root is going to be the most toxic soil in your soil. Throw it out. Don't even compost it, because all you'd be doing is composting lead and other heavy metals, right? But this is just one example, friends, one example. And I want to share this information with you because as somebody who's either 100% plant-based or going plant-based right now, or just interested in the world of plants, period, and you're learning more about it and integrating more of them into your lifestyle, I think this is valuable information. Not only I think is this valuable information for you as somebody who's working to incorporate more plants into their life, but I think it's valuable information as a member of our planet, because our planet has been poisoned, nothing short of it, okay? Nothing short of it. And with that said, it needs to be healed. So whether this is your backyard that you're going to heal, whether this is your urban agriculture site that you're going to grow food on that you're going to heal, or whether you're a farmer and you're farming in your backyard in a really rural environment, okay? And you're going to heal land that way. Or you're growing in a city just plants for the sake of plants because they're pretty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you're even your front yard at a small home. If you just want to help heal the planet, you can do it through plants. And it's not just stuff like lead that I'm talking about here through something really niche like sunflowers and heavy metals and soil. I'm talking about in general. You can bioremediate the air, because there's so many toxins in our air, especially with the addition of chemtrails, not contrails, but chemtrails, especially with the addition of so much extra carbon dioxide that's being released from all these fossil fuels being burnt, not to mention the contaminants that come along with that. Besides the gas itself, there's a whole lot of pollutants, coal factories, you name it. You want to talk about industrialization, urban environments where you have a lot just of people and stuff going on top of each other. It's really cool to bioremediate. Bioremediation is kind of like the new way of doing things, if you ask me, because sooner or later, friend, no matter where you're at in terms of your understanding of our ecological catastrophe that our planet is undergoing, you're going to realize that plants are a huge asset. And I think a lot of you, if not everybody watching this right now, you already are on that wavelength. You're already on that page. You're already going through a spiritual awakening or whatever you want to call it. And you're already just kind of tuned into that frequency that, yes, plants are healing. Yes, I understand this. I feel this in my heart. It is true. Plants are healing to not only my body, but to the planet. And it's true. And it makes sense if you think about it, because that's how Earth naturally looks, right? That's what's naturally on our planet, is a whole bunch of plants. It's the people who have misled ourselves away from this plant-heavy, plant-based culture that have caused so much issue. But, you know, fear not, friend, because you are a powerful being. And I talk about this in pretty much every one of my videos. You're a very powerful being, and you have the ability to contribute to the collective. You as an individual have the ability to contribute to a community, not only your local community, but a global community. And how you can do that? Grow some plants. It's so simple. You're purifying the air, you're purifying the earth, you're purifying your mind, your consciousness, your soul, and literally your insides and your whole physical existence, all of that, when you go to a plant-based diet. And you're literally purifying the earth when you go to a plant-based diet, because you're avoiding a lot of pollution from even hitting the planet in the first place, right? So you're bioremediating by putting plants on your plate. How's that? How's that for a little twist? You're bioremediating by eating plants. Who'd have thunk it? You're amazing. With that said, friend, I think that's where I'm going to wrap this up. But again, that term is bioremediate. It's an important term. I think you're going to be hearing a lot more about it in the media in the coming decade or so, like a lot more about bioremediation. It's really where we're going as a society. And I just want to encourage you on your plant-based journey to check out the levels of healing that you're adding to by going plant-based. So with that, friend, whether you're a tiny little caterpillar, like where are the leaves at, or a full-fledged butterfly sipping the nectar of a plant-based diet, you, my friend, are awesome. Have a blessed day.